Hello everyone. My today's discussion topic is modernization process and overview. So imagine your grandparents. How did they live compared to you? Did they have smartphones? Did they order groceries online? Did they travel by plane? Chances are their lives were quite different from yours, right? So, this is a simple example of modernization. Now, modernization is a complex process of social, economic, and cultural transformation that moves societies away from traditional ways of life. It's about change, how societies evolved over time. So, today we are going to embark on a journey through time, exploring the fascinating process of modernization. Here, I'm going to delve into the key characteristics, stages, and challenges associated with this transformative process. But first, let us ask ourselves, what exactly is modernization? So, modernization is more than just a historical period, we can say. It's a profound transformation that has reshaped human societies across the globe. At its core, it's a process of social change that involves a shift from traditional ways of life to modern ones. Think about it. How has our daily life changed in recent decades? We rely heavily on technological innovations like smartphone, computer, and the internet for the communication, especially for our work, for our entertainment. So, this stark contrast to the past when communication relied on letters and travel was more slower. When we are think of the economic growth has lead to increased standard of living for many, right? So with access to a wider range of goods and services, we can easily order food online through Zomato, through Swiggy. There are number of apps available in our smartphone. We can travel to distant destinations and we can enjoy a variety of consumer products that also online. We can get it right from our home only, sitting at your own place. So that were all unimaginable a century ago. We cannot think of that even. Now, if we think on the urbanization has transformed our living environment. More and more people are moving from rural areas to cities, we can say, leading to the development of bustling metropolis with their own unique cultures and challenges. Now, if you think of the secularization also is evident in the increasing diversity of beliefs and values in our society. We interact with people from different religious and cultural backgrounds, and public discourse is increasingly shaped by secular principles. When we think of rationalization, rationalization is evident in our reliance on reason, logic, and scientific evidence to solve problems and make decisions. We rely on scientific advancement in medicine, technology, and agriculture to improve our lives and address global challenges. So, these interconnected factors like technological innovation, then economic growth, urbanization, secularization, and rationalization, all these are interconnected factors, have fundamentally transformed, we can say, the way we live, the way we work, and interact with the world. So, in the following slides of mine, I'll delve deeper into each of these key elements, exploring their impact on societies and the challenges they present. Now, let us delve deeper into the stages of this fascinating journey we call modernization. Think of it like the evaluation of human society, a gradual progression from simpler to more complex structure. So, let us begin with the traditional society, a stage characterized by a strong reliance on agriculture. Imagine a small village where life revolves around farming with limited technology and a focus on subsistence living. People in these societies often have limited social mobility, with their roles and social status largely determined by their family background. As societies start to modernize, they enter the takeoff stage. This is very important transition stage actually. So this is a period of significant transformation, you can say, akin to an aeroplane leaving the ground. Industrialization begins to take root with the establishment of factories and the mechanization of production. Think of the early days of the Industrial Revolution in England, where the invention of the steam engine where the invention of the steam engine revolutionized textile production and transportation. Economic growth accelerates, driven by the industrial output, and government start investing in infrastructure like roads, like railways and canals to support this burgeoning economy. Then comes the drive to maturity stage. At this stage, it witnessed a further spate of technological innovation. So imagine the rapid advancement in communication technology, from the telegraph to the internet, connecting people and facilitating global trade. Economic diversification occurs, with economies moving beyond heavy industries and embracing new sectors like technology, finance, and services. We can say urbanization also accelerates as people migrate from the rural areas to cities in search of their employment opportunities and other opportunities also. So finally comes stage of mass consumption. So we reach the age of mass consumption, you can say. At this stage, it is characterized by the high level of consumerism, a service based economy, and a significantly improved standard of living for many of us. Think about our own society today. It's a world of smartphone, we can say, online shopping, and readily available goods and services. So, this era is marked by a focus on leisure, entertainment, and pursuit to personal fulfillment often driven by consumerism. However, it's important to remember that these stages are not always linear or sequential. Some societies may skip stages or experience them in a different order. Nevertheless, this framework provides a valuable lens through which to understand the complex process of modernization and its profound impact on human societies. So, when we say modernization, while modernization offers numerous benefits to us, like increased productivity, improved our standard of living, and technological advancement, it also presents significant challenges. Let's explore some of these key issues. So, firstly, cultural disruption can be a significant consequence of the modernization when we are discussing on the challenges of modernization. So, cultural disruption as society rapidly modernize, traditional values, beliefs, and practices often face erosion. Like, for example, the rise of consumerism can lead to a decline in traditional craft and local markets as people increasingly gravitate towards the mass produced goods, mass advertised goods. We are inclined to get all those goods. So, this can lead to a loss of cultural identity and a sense of disconnection from one's heritage. Furthermore, modernization also can create conflicts between old and new ways of life. Traditional values may clash with the modernizing forces, which lead to social tension and even conflict arises. Like, for instance, rapid urbanization, it can lead to a displacement of the traditional communities, disrupting their social fabric and leading to resistance and resentment towards the modernization. Secondly, social inequality. Social inequality, it's a major challenge associated with the modernization. While modernization can lead to economic growth, the benefits are often not distributed equitably. This can lead to significant disparities in wealth and with a small segment of the popularization of accumulating wealth while a large portion of the population remains marginalized. The growing gap between the rich and the poor. In many modern societies, this inequality between the rich and the poor in the society can manifest in various forms, like access to quality education, then healthcare, opportunities. Moreover, we can say rapid urbanization can lead to the emergence of urban poverty and decline of rural areas as people migrate to the cities in search of better opportunities, often leaving behind their traditional livelihood. And finally comes the environmental degradation. This environmental degradation, it's a pressing concern in the modern world. Industrialization and rapid economic growth often come at the cost of environmental damage. Industrial pollution, such as air and water pollution, can have devastating consequences for human health and the environment. The depletion of natural resources such as deforestation, overfishing, all those threatens the long-term sustainability of our planet as a whole. Climate change. we can say a direct consequence of the human activities poses a significant threat to the environment and human well-being. The burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial emissions have led to a rise in global temperatures, resulting in extreme weather events, rising sea level, and the loss of biodiversity. These challenges underscore the need for a more equitable and sustainable approach to modernization, one that addresses the need for all segments of the society and protect our planet for future generations. So these are the main challenges what I was just discussing with you all. Now, let us take pause and think about this. We have already discussed on the challenges that we are facing due to modernization. Now, what are the key impact of the modernization process? How has this transformative journey reshaped our societies, our economy, and our very way of life? So, we will explore this impact in greater details in the coming slide, definitely. But I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on this question and consider your own observation on it. So, the question is, what are the key impact of this modernization process? Just take a pause and think of it. So, now, let us delve into this profound impact of modernization. I'm sure you must have think of some of the factors already, and now I'm going to discuss on it. So, impact when we are saying mostly interconnectedness, then technological advancement and globalization. I'm going to discuss one by one. These forces have reshaped, can say, these forces have reshaped our world in unprecedented way, connecting people and societies across the continent like never before. Imagine a world before the internet. Just imagine of it. Communication was slow, information was limited, and travel was long time taking. Now, consider today's situation. Today, we live in a hyper connected world, we can say, where information flows freely and people from different corners of the globe can connect instantly. Social media platforms like Facebook, like Twitter, and Instagram have transformed how we interact, enabling us to build relationship and share experiences with people across the continent. This interconnectedness has fostered a sense of global citizenship, we can say, which allowing us to witness and understand events happening in real time around the world. Now, when we are saying technological advancement have been the driving force behind this interconnectedness, right? So consider the unique presence of the smartphones, which have become indispensable tools for communication nowadays, information access, and entertainment. We are using our smartphone. So we can now access information from anywhere in the world with a few taps, just few taps on our screen. Just imagine. So we can connect with our friends and family across the continent through video calls, and we can explore different cultures through virtual tours and online communities. So, this interconnectedness has fueled globalization. See, the increasing integration of these economies and society across the world. Today, goods and services are produced and consumed globally. We wear clothes made in different countries. We're getting it right in our country. Eat food from diverse culture and use product manufactured across the world. Everything possible through this internet, through a smartphone. We can order anywhere, anytime we can order anything. So this globalized economy has brought about significant economic growth and development, but it has also presented challenges like increased competition, job displacement, and the exploitation of workers in developing countries. Now, think about the clothes you are wearing right now. Changes are they were manufactured in a different countries. The food you ate for breakfast today, so it might have ingredients sourced from all corners of the globe. So these are just a few examples what I have just right now given you. How globalization has become an integral part of our daily lives. However, this interconnectedness also presents challenges. The rapid spread of information can sometimes lead to the dissemination of misinformation and the amplification of harmful content also. Globalized economies can also exacerbate inequalities, benefiting some while leaving others behind. So, some are benefited or others will be leaving behind due to this. So, therefore, we can say that modernity has ushered in an era of unprecedented interconnectedness driven by the technological advancement and the globalization. While this interconnectedness, you can think of it, so these forces have brought about numerous benefits. They also present complex challenges that require careful consideration and thoughtful solution. Now, let us turn our attention to the future of modernization. We have already discussed the aspects, challenges, what we are facing due to modernization, and what is the future of modernization? What does this dynamic process hold for us in the 21st century and beyond? So, there are several key factors which will shape the future of modernization, we can say, like sustainability. Sustainability will be paramount. The continued reliance on fossil fuel and unsustainable consumption pattern poses a significant threat, as already discussed. I have already discussed in my previous slide. It poses a significant threat to our planet. Now, moving forward, modernization must be intertwined with the environmental sustainability. This means transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, developing sustainable agricultural practices, and promoting circular economics that minimize waste and maximize resource efficiency. That is another very important, minimizing your waste and maximizing your resource efficiency. Now imagine a future where cities are powered by clean energy, where products are designed for durability and recyclability, and where our consumption habits are mindful of their environmental impact. Then another factor which comes in consideration, that is technological advancement. It will continue to revolutionize our lives in unimaginable ways. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, nanotechnology are rapidly evolving, promising to transform industries, improve healthcare, and address global challenges. Now imagine a future where AI, assistive technology, AI, that assists doctors in diagnosis disease, where personalized medicine is tailored to individual genetic makeup, and where we can harness the power of biotechnology to address environmental issues like pollution and climate change. Another factor which I like to discuss is globalization. Globalization will continue to shape our interconnected world. However, the future of globalization will likely involve a greater emphasis on inclusivity and equity, addressing the challenges of globalization, such as income inequality and the exploitation of workers, will be crucial for ensuring a sustainable and equitable future. This may involve strengthening international cooperation, promoting fair trade practices, and ensuring that the benefit of globalization are shared more equitably across the globe. So, we can say that the future of modernization presents both exciting opportunities and also significant challenges. So, by embracing sustainability, harnessing the power of technology responsibly, I'm repeating, power of technology have to use responsibly, and fostering a more equitable and inclusive globalized world, we can navigate the complexities of the 21st century and build a better future for all. So it's crucial to remember that modernization is not a one time event, but rather an ongoing process. It's a continuous journey of adaptation, innovation, and progress. Think about how technology constantly evolves. Just a decade ago, smartphones were a luxury. Now they are an integral part of our daily life. We constantly adapt to new technologies, learning new skills, and finding new ways to integrate them into our routines. Now, innovation is another key driven of this ongoing process. From the invention of the light bulb to the development of artificial intelligence, human ingenuity continues to push the boundaries of what is possible. This constant drive for innovation fuels economic growth, improves our lives, and it shapes the future of our society. Modernization, I can say, also involves a continuous process of adaptation and re-evaluation. Societies must constantly adapt to changing circumstances such as technological advancement, environmental challenges, and social and economic shift. For example, the rise of internet and e-commerce has revolutionized how we work, how we shop and communicate, requiring business and individuals to adapt their strategies and skills to thrive in this new digital landscape. The journey of modernization is not a linear or predetermined path, it's a dynamic and evolving process shaped by human ingenuity, social or cultural forces, and the ever changing global context. As we move forward, it is crucial to embrace this ongoing process of adaptation, innovation, and progress while ensuring that modernization benefits all of humanity and contributes to a more sustainable and equitable future. In conclusion, we can say that modernization is a multifaceted process that has profoundly shaped our world. Think about this smartphone in your pocket, the internet connecting you to people across the globe, the electricity powering at your home, at your workplace. These are all the product of the modernized process. Understanding its key characteristics like industrialization, urbanization, and technological advancement helps us appreciate the complexities of the world we live in. However, modernization also presents challenges like environmental degradation and social inequality. Therefore, moving forward, we can say it's crucial to address these challenges by embracing sustainable practices, ensuring equitable access to resources, and fostering a more inclusive and just society. Only then can we harness the power of modernization to create a better future for all. Now, let us test your understanding with a short quiz. You have to think and answer. The keys are given here, so you can just check